just in the last year, you passed 50 pieces of legislation, all of them helping our people. It's just absolutely amazing. And I think that
Excuse me.
for a lot of people, and doesn't just go for him, it goes for all people who get busy
What's
and
up,
do stuff.
YouTube? Salif
We
on the
keep
way
on
again.
pushing forward so much.
About to go
Oftentimes,
do
you got to
that
take a moment
icon
sometimes
moments
and,
player
and,
pick.
and recognize your own accomplishments.
I did one
And just
earlier
be
today,
proud of
and
it.
I
And
packed
somebody will stop you and say, look what you did. Like, just
92 icon moments
stop for a second. I know
Socrates
you're trying to do
and
something. Stop
93
for a
icon
second. Look what
moments
you did.
Navarro.
And sometimes when you do that, it
Obviously,
can
I
be
took
a little overwhelming.
Cannavaro.
Like, holy crap, you know?
I had his
And
other
so
card before, and that was really
I
good.
think that's what it was in that moment where he was just sort of caught off guard,
Um,
not because his ego was stroked, but because he really did realize, yeah, I guess I've done a lot. I've been working hard and I've done a
this
lot. And
this SBC here,
but I like that
2
too a
mil,
lot.
mates. I ain't got
Put
time for
another
that.
picture up. There was
I
another.
don't know how
There was something
people
else
have
as well. I
done
was
this
going to say, but I can't
SBC
remember
here,
which was.
and it's the end of FIFA.
These conversations, I found that they
Like,
were having the same conversation with
where you
like
finding
the very same
where you
conversations that
finding
you and I
2
have
mil like
had,
that
and the same
just to
groups,
do
the same
this?
friend groups, the same family groups, the
And I
same
played him on Foot
church
Champs
groups,
this
whatever,
weekend. Ugh,
who feel
horrendous.
very
He's
differently
evil,
about
bro.
the
He's
same
evil.
things. And
They should have
just
brought him out
it makes me
earlier.
struck right here
Like when
that
they
this
wasted
guy
our
is
time with
basically
that
saying,
right, was it a right mid or
I'm
right
going to
wing
change it.
card
It's just a piece of
that they
paper,
brought
and
out for
I'm
him,
not going
that
to change
flashback?
my life based on it. I think
Should have
white
done that one
should
for him
continue to be evil
instead
because that's what he is. That's what he's done. You can't
and
make him
finish
change all of
this.
a sudden because somebody passed some legislation.
85 rated.
And we saw that conversation happening in multiple places. We saw that happening with those two. We saw what happened with you know with Mike Wallace and Malcolm X.
Could
We
never
did it.
dash for
Did it in a
Chilwell.
couple of different
Chilwell
places
too
around
bad.
here, and it's something that I think that conversation we have today amongst ourselves when people talk about how should we
Nope.
protest? Should we be peaceful? Should we
Nope.
be violent? Is it okay to burn stuff?
Yes, for
When you get a
special,
little
you would
bit
think they'd put the
when the
right
night
ones
is
in there, but
tilted
they
and you
always
go
put your
home when the
long ones.
curfew hits.
Can't
And
stand
and
this
so
game sometime, you know.
it's all this stuff. It's very relevant to today, and it's also
What's
sad
good,
because
shot
it's not
players? What's
relevant to
good?
today.
Boom, back out in the dash of medicine. Meh.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got 115 watching the show. Can we please get
Can
115
never
more?
dash of medicine like that.
Somebody got their window open.
I'm
Y'all
going,
good?
yeah.
Uh-oh.
We good, my up north girls?
What is your fan? Hold on. Okay, that was me.
Oh,
I put the air on, so now I gotta suffer. Okay, never mind.
no.
Turn the air off.
Oh God.
It sounded like somebody going.
No, I was worried the tornado or something. I don't know. That's what I'm like, whoa. Like I just hear the wind blowing. Hey, I'm just gonna make sure y'all good. So
You know what? There was one thing, Lamar, I wanted to mention. Like earlier in the mosque, when the little short chick called Elisa a traitor.
yeah.
The thing that I found interesting was is that she was up there, knew about this plot to kill Malcolm. The other two dudes, Omar and the other dude, were actually out there trying to kill him. And Elise is the one that's actually following the dictate of Elijah Muhammad, which was don't kill Malcolm. Leave Malcolm alone. I don't want him killed, especially by somebody
What,
from
dash
the
where
enemy. So
Marielle?
she's actually trying to live up to the dictates of Minister of Elijah Muhammad,
And
excuse
dash
me,
where Marielle.
and
Marielle,
yet they're
bad
calling
man
her a
there.
traitor.
Right.
It's just ironic and a little bit ridiculous. But I guess that is part of the hypocrisy of all these groups. You
So
know.
thank you. Now you find, I remember last year you wanted to debate me last and I said every one of these groups, including churches, are full of
Oh,
hypocrisy.
the
You
feel,
just
it is
got a
far
great
away. I
example.
feel the
And
feel
you
away
are a
Saka.
prime example of that scripture
Feel away
right there.
Saka as well.
Right there. The leadership at this point
You know.
was told by the good apostle
I said dash your
not to
99
take a
name,
finger
you know.
off Malcolm, leave him alone. But they got caught up in their they got caught up
I
in their
don't know, you gotta do three
jealousy,
things. You
their
gotta
own
do
rage,
an
their
85
own
rated team,
opinion,
an
and just
86
say,
and an
yeah,
87.
and jump on your
That's it.
K.
I just
But
swim most man already.
See, that's the thing.
Because I'm only trying to
I
use
heard
the one
watching
team.
the documentary. I don't know if a lot of you guys probably saw that was what was it called? Who
Dash your
killed Malcolm X?
insignia.
Oh, the one on Netflix. Yeah, I
Dash
was
your
gonna go to
insignia,
it.
but
Yeah, there was people
not me.
that were,
Pussy car
in the
R9
news,
in
and they
there.
were saying
I mean CR7.
What's the holy apostle used to be dropping subliminal messages, all right?
Yeah, you may as well do it.
When he
Might as well do it, fam. This is my second one I'm doing now. After all them things that me and you was doing earlier, bruv.
Currently in
Man, I forget dash your boy. Dash them boy, brother.
right? And also, what was another thing that he said? Don't do anything that's gonna fall back on me. So it's okay if you guys want to kill Malcolm, but make sure that it doesn't look like it's coming from the Nation of Islam. Make sure that if you could hire somebody from outside of the nation, you know, and like I said, there were because you know,
I'm looking at them. Nah, chill, good man.
that man, he was all over the place with that stuff. He had their
That's you, man. Me not even use his pussy clout.
Elijah Muhammad
Dirty
knew
China,
that he
right?
was saying the right thing on the phone, right?
Korean bomb clout, yeah.
And then in that documentary, it was always said that he was like saying little stuff like Malcolm gotta go, this, that, and the third. And so he had those kind of soldiers that loved him so much. I was like, if he give any kind of hint, then that's what they're gonna do. So I just kind of feel like that was an example of, you know, if you just said a little something subliminal, then boom. Yeah.
But not to mention, I wish they would have brought in a little bit of J. Edgar Hoover's hatred toward black people, minorities, and Jews, because I don't know how much y'all follow history the way me and Larry do, but he was a closet gay person.
Yeah,
and so he took out a lot of his aggression toward minorities, in particular the black community. So he was the one. Now I don't know if y'all remember, but he bugged the room where Martin Luther King was having sex with a jump off.
Yeah.
That was an unordered wiretapping of the room. Nobody ordered that. He just did it and tried to use it against Martin Luther King with LBJ. And LBJ said, "Well, gosh, you son, don't we all got little secret jump on? I'm still getting this damn bill passed." That's what LBJ said. That's exactly what he said. So maybe next season, if they're going to try to find a creative way to build on the story, we might see Hoover in next season, because from what I'm understanding, Morgenthau is going to fuck up, and then Hoover is going to want to get involved because of what's going on with Malcolm. But y'all ain't hear that from me, even though y'all know my channel is the leak theory channel. I get these leaks.
Has it been renewed?
Then I just send him to the thing.
It hasn't been renewed yet. But Swiss Beat said they already got some production done for season 3. I don't know how. We'll see. All right, Moochie, you back on deck. And before we play this is a whole story by itself. So I had to pull y'all another clip. And let us give Larry, and me too, because I agree with him. Give us our flowers. And if Larry wants Krispy Kreme, give him Krispy Kreme. We specifically said Estelle is a red herring, a black widow. She is the type of creature that eats the men that give her babies, and damn, they all dead.
She's a man eater.
That's what she does. She's a man killer. Here we go.
Two married people can't testify against each other. May the Lord in his kindness strengthen the consent you have declared before the church. And what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. I now declare you man and wife.
Lord, have it. No man put asunder. Boy. Whew. Moochie, you get first deals on this, because this is a long, grand story. Estelle.
Malcolm's put anyone. Hit the 85 rated screen.
You, Larry, and this cat, just go wherever you want to go.
Now, with this whole scene, I feel like when she locked her in the room, that's when she should have told her father she married and tried to force him. But I'm like, why didn't she tell him when he came in the room to tell her? Was she too afraid to tell her?
Yeah, probably.
So, like, with that, I was wondering why she didn't tell him.
Oh, you have to do this one first.
He
The
lost
see up
it.
scroll.
The brother had to check his ass. The brother is the very reason. The brother was the seed planted in Chin.
Who do I take? Who do I take?
The brother
Do I
got
take the
back on his feet.
Nigerian?
Go
Do I
ahead.
take the German? Do I take the Englishman? But actually, Bungarili
He
Nickel.
did. But this
Me
is
don't want
like
no
the
Carolina.
he looked like Master Splinter from the Ninja Turtles.
He looks like a rat. Ew. Remember he was
So me get a Kutcher and Cannavaro today. I think I'll just take a Kutcher still. But his stamina's fuck, man.
Yeah, he was in Bronx. He sure was. Because I was picking on him then, too. I said, if they do another live action Ninja Turtles, they better go get him.
Or Lombardi.
No, it's just, I'll just take Barak.
The thing that, if I can jump in, is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Not Moochie. This situation that you were talking about, Moochie, you said that he was, why didn't she tell? And so my question with that scene was, when he came in, she said, we fixed it. So my thing is, why didn't he say how we fixed it? I was waiting for him to like how, but then she could have said,
Yo, the way that something go on, like something get messy, bro. The way that thing acting like I got messy then, blood.
oh,
Well, he ain't even get a sniff.
Why was Ernie always crying though? Every time it's like he talked to Stella, he was always like on the verge of tears. I don't know if this guy was a sick or if it was just that he was so scared. Like, I'm in love with the wrong chick, yo. I just have a feeling.
He was like Larry said.
That he was gonna die for loving her. Every time he was telling her that he loved her, whatever. Oh my God, this guy was on the good.
Jump on in there, Larry. The man was in love. Y'all remember that? What was that group? All for One, So in Love.
Just watching Life Gains in the background. If you wondering what's that noise in the background, I'm watching.
Let's not get it twisted. It's not like Ernie's a good guy. He did some good things, but he was still not a good guy. But ultimately, he did love Stella truly, because even in the moments when it came down to him saying, "Okay, I could just let Stella's man just get last in, or I could try and go save his life, not because I want them to be together, but because I want Stella to be happy." Dude decided he would rather the girl he loves to be happy, and that meant going against
What they could have done?
I mean, this dude's
He's
trying
giving me Vieira.
a made man. He's going against the wishes of the dawn of the family. You know, he's up there trying to save this black dude's life so that the girl he wants could be happy. I mean, this dude loved that girl. You know, and I mean, we knew he was getting taken out. We knew Gigante wasn't going to let that happen. You know.
You said last week he was going to let him live.
I did think he was gonna let him live, but I didn't think Ernie was gonna live. Because if it had turned out, Conti was trying to let him live. You know, he was there. He was in the bank to save his life. But this dude just got to him first.
And yeah, he did. You got Moochie.
So untradeable. No, it's tradable actually. Tell a lie. Untradeable, tradable, untradeable, tradable, untradeable, 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 untradeable. No, it's tradable as well.
Why didn't Lombardi come out and do the same thing? What are you doing here? Instead, he's just gonna go and shoot the guy.
What?
I'm assuming Lombardi was thinking he was here to make sure the job got done. You know?
With Balak, it's gonna be a shadow Kim.
He shot like when he shot him.
Most likely to be a shadow Kim.
Sight of the ball. Like he could have.
We'll see what other man them are signing footbin. I hate these adverts on footbin, man. Can't wait to get the membership for FIFA 22.
It's not like I've ever been a mob member or anything. From my understanding, these dudes, whenever a made man is getting killed,
Engine basic.
there's supposed to be
Shadow.
votes on all this stuff. There's supposed to be discussions, and people are supposed to vote
Shadow
on
it
it and
is.
decide if they're
Hold
going
on.
to kill the guy. And these guys are running around just killing made men like there's no consequences.
Not necessarily with your crew, I think. With your crew, they look how Tony Soprano was forced in his guy. Yeah, and within look how they killed Pussy. They ain't no meeting for that. Within your family, I don't think you need a meeting, but it's probably within like
That's the guy below me. That's the guy below me got a fat neck, bro. Nah, these men in football are hilarious, you know. They're so silly.
I don't know, Mooch. You know everything about the New York Supreme team. I don't know.
I mean, Chin's not even going to have a family because everybody's going to be killed off in a minute.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, no. At the very end, before Chin was
It just says hide your refs.
she called more.
What do you mean Balak chases the ref, bro?
There we go. We get the power strike right there. Balak, nicely done. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 new Icon Moment cards to review today. I already reviewed one of them like a week ago, the Rubik Cards of Icon Moments cards. So if you guys haven't,
Need to get some more contracts. That's what I need to do.
a week ago, I'm probably gonna leave it in the description down below as well as the comments section. But for today's video, we are gonna be checking out the new Icon Moment. 6'2" with high medium work rates, right-footed, with a 4-star skill movement and 4-star weak foot capability. In-game player traits, he has the power free kick trait as well as the power header trait. In-game, he's got 82 acceleration with an 83 sprint speed. Base card stats for shooting is unbelievable at 91, 91, 95, 94 with 88 composure. Base card stats for passing on the card is very good. You don't necessarily need to improve that for a card like this. Dribbling on the card does have 75 agility with 71 bounds, which is a little bit strange for a card like this because of the high medium work rates, right? Obviously, his original position in this game is the cam position, but with a card like this, I mostly see him being used in the CDM position next to somebody else. So if you're using like a 3-5-2 or a 4-4-2 CDM formation, it's definitely ideal to use him maybe in that left center defensive position, maybe on stay back while attacking while his work rate's gonna push his head forward sometimes, right? Like that's the most ideal way I see this card being used. I've been trying him out in 2 different positions, center mid and CDM, so we can kind of test him out both attacking and defensive wise, right? Base card stats are passing, like I said, is already very good. Defending on the card, base card stats is pretty good as well because with the Shadow Counter style, we will be boosting his defensive stuff a lot. However, he does have 81 defensive awareness, which is a little bit strange to work with the high medium work rates because obviously with a card like this, you're not going to really want to use him in the attacking areas, although his original position is the cam area, right? It's kind of like the
Of course, his original position is the cam. He's just that FIFA. Don't know how to stat bad, man.
And then last but not least, for the physical stats of the card, he's got 91 for stamina, 87 for strength, at 86 aggression. So all of this to work with the high and average body type will definitely be very interesting. Now, I do think that the agility of bounds is going to affect the card, especially since he's a high and average. So for me, like I said, guys, he's one of those cards you have to solely use as a CDM. You may be able to use him as a lone center defensive mid. Nowadays, it's just the defensive position that could be off from time to time. But unless you're really good at like aggressive defending, then it shouldn't really present to be like a huge problem, right? But Michael Ballack will be using him in a 4-1-2 and 2. The only instruction I'm going to have for this team is going to be come pass and stay back on target cover center for the CDM. But for the tactics, we're going to have press after possession, possession loss, long ball. We want to use this because you want to test him out defensively with a press after possession loss when players are like out of position like crazy, and then long balls because we want to force the attacking A out of the card, and we want to see how he plays with the high medium work rate. So let's get into a game, see how he plays. Hopefully he is a beast.
He comes out, and first Bumpy comes to the rescue.
I'm trying to get that little dribble off right
and
there.
takes out Chicago Bulls nose dude, and then points the gun on this guy.
Oh man, I want that finesse shot. I go with him. We don't score.
No. When they came and they took out the Malcolm's body part.
He has the reach to be able to get those balls.
But didn't he take out
That
Malcolm's
Inception
body
FC
part?
2021.
I was like, yeah. I said, I hope Bumpy gets there because
First
they
time
stole
strike
all
from
his
there.
bags and stuff
What
like
a save
that.
by Pope. Obviously, he's an absolute legend in this game, so.
And then when he showed up
body part like this,
who really
in a
killed
center mid
Malcolm. I
position,
think
you
they're
do
gonna
have
let
to
Omar be the one to do
have
it.
a little bit
I'll
higher
tell you what I
agility
think
and
it
balance,
is.
but
I think that
I feel like in that CDM position he can play it well
Bumpy
for
has
sure.
lost
But
his
I am
taste for
noticing that with
killing.
the
Like
high
he
medium
does it
work
when he
rates, he
has
does
to.
actually
But if
push
you
forward
remember, he
into
was
the
really messed up after that
attacking
whole thing
positions
with
often,
him
right?
with
So
Ken Harlan. He doesn't want to have to keep killing
you see that
black
his
men.
dribbling
He's
is a little bit
tired
rough
of
to
it.
work with for the
And so
attacking
I think he was
spaces.
willing to do it to save his mans in them, but he didn't want to. You know.
Oh man, I even worked the ball
No.
roll angle there just to go for the far post,
And I
but
think if you
didn't come off.
know
Maybe I could have gone for the near
somebody
post there
got that
actually.
mindset, you already could have won, you might as well say the other one.
Nice little switch
Yeah,
there,
I get
Balak.
what
Try to
you
get him
saying
involved in
though,
the play
Larry,
here
but
again.
he should have blasted him.
It's these spaces
The
here once he
change
starts to
zone-
kind of like open up the middle where they start to commit forward a little bit right there. See, starts to play more to his high medium work rates.
Go ahead, jump on in there, Larry. How do you feel about the way they did the Malcolm saving by Bucky Sink?
I mean, I like that they did it. I mean, I know that
You see a situation like that, he
it
also
was
makes
one
that
of
run
those
to that
things
empty
where it was
space.
sort
Could
of
potentially score it,
it
right?
was fun to watch it, but it was sort of anticlimactic because since we all know the history of Malcolm X, we know how he died, and
Like
it was
that little tackle
the
right
way
there.
he died was so
Yeah, he definitely
iconic.
belongs in that
It's
CDM
like
position for sure.
we know that they're not
I'm gonna
going
put
to
him
do
there
that.
afterwards.
You know, like we are going to get that scene probably in the next season. So we knew he wasn't going to
We'll just
die
score a
here.
quick
If
little
they
goal
had
right
killed
here.
him
You know,
right here,
quick
people
read,
would have
quick
been like,
reek.
"Wait, what?" People would have been like, "This whole show just turned to
Tackle right
trash
there.
in
Oh,
one
we don't get
stupid
the ball
scene."
there afterwards.
So we knew it wasn't going to
It
happen.
was like an emphasis
But
tackle, right? So
it was you know. It was interesting to see it play out, but it was
this weak
but it
foot.
was
In
we
those
knew when
situations,
I
I
think
really do
the
have
more
to do the
interesting thing
half quick
about
to
this
kind of like
scene was
get a better
how
shooting
it
angle
led
there,
into the
so
next
that it
one
can kind of come off with power, right?
with that pullback where they show the iconic
That's
photo
me
of
done,
Malcolm
guys.
with the AK out
There
the
you go.
window,
The
and
Yeah.
then they
shot
do
flop
that
there.